Welcome to 195 Piccadilly, the home of BAFTA, and today, the home of our Walpole Luxury Summit on Far Eastern Growth, sponsored by Covington. If you're interested in China, you're in the right place. If you need to know what's moving in the Far Eastern growth markets, stay right where you are.
These kind of thought leadership and industry insight events are absolutely essential, and particularly with the timing of this event, the Far Eastern growth markets remain at the top of everybody's agenda. They're a conundrum, they're complex, there's a wealth of opportunities but challenges, and these kind of summits bring together the ecosystem of the luxury industry, both the doers, the thinkers, the practitioners and advisors, to investigate really what those prospects are and the best ways to approach the market.
The Chinese market, in one word, is huge. And it's hugely important for British brands.
The reality is just that it's such an enormous market that no one can really afford to ignore it.
I mean, the luxury market is obviously very important in China, but it is a fast-moving place, and particularly if you're a smaller brand or a niche brand and you're looking to expand into China, events like this are invaluable to be able to see what the landscape is like today, which is very different to just last year because it's moving so quickly.
In a very short space of time, it's become far and away our largest market. And whilst clearly we see some slowing in the growth rate just now, we still believe that there's significant growth still to come.
Some of these trends are changing so quickly. I think you've got to get people together. The role of somewhere like Walpole is to bring all those groups together and to make sure that the UK as an economy can take advantage of what is a fabulous economic opportunity to keep driving economic growth forward. I think you only do that by getting everyone in the room and really talking off the same page.
The Chinese market is at an incredibly interesting crossroads when it comes to luxury. I've been coming to Walpole seminars for many years now. These kinds of events are always about two things. One is obviously learning, and if you assemble a group of experts, as Walpole have done today, then there's always a great opportunity to engage and learn from those people's experience. But also it's about meeting people and getting to know colleagues and other professionals who are facing the same questions and challenges.
The difference in China is that younger consumer is completely focused on fashion. I think what's wonderful about the whole setup is that it's just great information that you can't get any other way than by personal interaction.
We're trying to give you what we call actionable insights. In other words, those sort of nuggets of information or thoughts or experiences that you can apply to your own businesses. For me, success is if I see you scribble down, a couple of things that you can apply tomorrow to your business.
It's still a market we're learning a huge amount about, so the opportunity today for an exchange of views and opinions has been invaluable. A lot of Land Rover's success has been about seeing ourselves through the lens of a great British luxury brand. And as soon as you start to see our business in that context, we realise that actually we've got a lot in common with a lot of the other fabulous British luxury brands that are represented in the room today. And that exchange of views and opinions and ideas, suddenly, we look at things that way, suddenly it's incredibly relevant.
Today we estimate there are around 11,000 individuals in China worth more than $30 million.
I've been attending or participating in these conferences for about 12 years now, and the good ones are the ones where you come away having scribbled down a few things that you're going to go into the office the next day and do something about. That really is where the value comes, and even if it is just one or two things, that actually is well worth the day out, well worth the attendance ticket.
Going into China is a very expensive exercise, and anything that you can do to educate yourself in advance of that decision is invaluable, particularly to new and upcoming niche luxury brands. And that's what's so fantastic about Walpole, is that it's a unique place to bring together the experiences so that people actually share. Brands that you'd normally be in competition with, you can actually share from their experiences.
I think it's vitally important that British brands are in China, that they are seen, that they do have flagship stores, that people and Chinese consumers are talking about those British brands. Walpole serves a vital purpose in, helping to educate the British brands about the opportunities in markets like China.
There is so much to know about the market, so understanding that market and developing and kind of insight as to how your brand or organization is going to participate in that market is extremely important.
What I hope is that people have taken away a number of actionable insights they can take back to their businesses and apply those in the next week and see benefit from that.
British brands really need to step up to the plate and, quite frankly, seize that opportunity now.